Coming up on Cedar Valley today, local police look into the possibilities of body cameras. And we find new possibilities for students to expand their studies abroad. Plus, the Waverly City Administrator will be here to talk about the historic Green Bridge. This is Cedar Valley Today. Hello and welcome to Cedar Valley Today. I'm Melissa Kozak. Waverly's police chief says he wants to put body cameras on his officers, but before officers can hit record, the request for over $12,000 has to be okayed by the Waverly community. Cedar Valley Today, Jeannie Edson reports.
Police department, search warrant, open the door!
Body cameras, like the ones worn on the chests of police officers during a raid in Arizona, could be on their way to Waverly.
I think it's just trying to be proactive and get in front of a situation that potentially could happen, but truly seeing the trend.
Waverly City Police are asking for $12,000 for 8 new body cameras. While this is the proposed budget, Chief of Police Richard Purcell says 8 body cameras are just the first step in a larger plan. Eventually, he hopes each of his 16 officers will wear a camera.
They will have to rotate the cameras, and it'll just be a benefit to have a camera for everybody.
Purcell says his investigation unit has worn 2 body cameras for 8 years. But should the department be okayed for the new cameras, policies for the public use of the recordings and footage would need to be made.
I mean, I know there are some expectations out there that, hey, as soon as an officer goes on duty, they should have the camera on. Well, I don't know if anybody would like that even for their own job.
Purcell says the Waverly Police Department waited until this year for the camera technology to improve. In addition to dash cams, Purcell says the footage from the body cameras would help in evidence collection and officer accountability.
It's one more tool that we can add to help bring a clearer picture.
If the 2016-2017 budget is approved, officers could be hitting record on their cameras in July. Reporting for Cedar Valley Today, I'm Jeannie Edson.
After the search for a new area coordinator for Grossman, Leah, and the residents, Wartburg College has hired someone for the position. Winnie Baker from Pathways will now be the coordinator for the 3 residence halls. Assistant Director of Residential Life Sarah Splinter said that they really wanted someone who could come in and start right away. As director, Baker's job will involve working with the residential assistants and also the students who live in the different halls. Splinter said that her previous experience working as an associate in Wartburg's Pathways also helped her get the job because they're familiar with her work ethic.
Working with students, she's really open and willing to give anything a try, and so we knew that she would just be able to start and meet her RA staff and just help us get the year wrapped up on a good note.
Baker will still work with Pathways even though she has taken this new position. When we come back, a look at options for studying abroad.
You're an active person. You always want the best from your body, and when an injury slows you down, you turn to the best. At the Waverly Health Center Orthopedic Clinic, Dr. Linda Martin, nurse practitioner Carrie Van E, and the Health Center team offer cutting-edge technology and personal patient-centered care. Knee and hip injuries, muscle strains and tears, no matter what sidelines you. Let our team get you back in the game. Waverly Health Center. We make a difference you can feel.
A representative from Arcadia University came to Wartburg Wednesday at the Student Center to discuss study abroad options. Booklets for Australia, New Zealand, Europe, Great Britain, and other places were available. Sarah McIntosh says that Arcadia University offers 120 programs in 15 different countries for students who are interested. Studying abroad helps students gain work experience and networking skills. Students learn independence, problem solving, flexibility, and language skills. Advisors can provide assistance for students wanting to travel abroad.
It's great for your resume. We offer internships, other programs do as well, so it's an opportunity to get abroad and also have that real-world work experience while you're there. It's also just something, again, getting out of your comfort zone, gaining that independence, sometimes that confidence to have those conversations.
The Denver Public Library is seeking volunteers for some of their programs. One of them is the after-school Lego Club, where kids spend their time playing games and doing crafts. The program usually has from 40 to 80 kids and is understaffed. Kelly Plate, the director of the Denver Public Library, says it's a great experience for students who need community service or field experience working with kids. The library will also be celebrating Dr. Seuss's birthday on March 5th from 10 to 11:30 in the morning. The children will be doing Dr. Seuss-themed crafts, taking pictures at the Dr. Seuss photo booth, and enjoying green eggs and ham. Last night, the Wartburg Students for Peace and Justice group teamed up with Spiritual Life and Campus Ministry to host a candlelight prayer vigil. During the Wednesday Eucharist service, students took time to reflect on the growing problems of peace in the Middle East. Students for Peace and Justice President Hannah Creed says this problem hits closer to home than students realize, and this part of the service is a good way to bring awareness. Creed says the prayer vigil helps create a worldwide connection with people of all religious faiths. The group is planning to hold a vigil for peace around the 24th of every month. The Waverly Health Center held its biannual book and gift fair on Wednesday. The event took place at Tendrill's rooftop garden. The Waverly Health Center puts on the event twice a year during the last week of February and the first week of December. Trisha Whittle, a coordinator for the event, says the turnout is pretty good, but the December fair sees more people because of Christmas shopping. Whittle added that they have been more aggressive in advertising for the event in the last couple of years. Whittle says they have a deal with an independent contractor, Books Are Fun, which allows customers to buy books and gifts for 30 to 70% less than retail price. After the break, we take a look at what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Here's what's trending in the Cedar Valley. Looking for something to do this weekend? Well, you can attend the Beers to You and Gourmet to this Sunday, February 28th at 3 p.m. at the Gallagher Blue Dorn in Cedar Falls. The event is sponsored by the Isle Casino and Hy-Vee. There will be over 100 varieties of beers and small plate samples of food to pair with the drink from over 40 area restaurants. The keynote speaker is craft beer ambassador Dr. Bill Sysick from Stone Brewing Company. Visit their Facebook page for more details and to order tickets. Yesterday, the search at the University of Northern Iowa for a new athletic director ended. President Bill Rudd named David Harris as the new director. Currently, Harris is the Senior Associate Athletic Director at Iowa State University. He will begin at UNI on March 28th. Congrats to UNI and their new athletic director. Yesterday, Chick-fil-A visitors got free chicken sandwiches. The new restaurant in Waterloo is set to open March 3rd, but had a special promo yesterday where they gave out 1,000 sandwiches between 11:02 and 4:07. The first 500 customers got a free sandwich during those times. Now look at your weather.
What's next for your future?
Will it be worth it?
Will it lead you on a journey of discovery?
To embrace your passions.
Unlock your potential?
And realize your purpose.
With Wartburg, you can.
And you will, because you are worth it.
Wartburg. Worth it.
Schedule your campus visit and learn how Wartburg is worth it at wartburg.edu/worthit.
Hello from the design team at Gotcha Covered. Whether you are looking for simple window treatments for privacy or light control, or elaborate custom designs to add beauty and value to your home or office, Gotcha Covered has the solution for every window. Call today to schedule a free, no-obligation consultation in the convenience of your home or office. We proudly serve the Cedar Valley, and we look forward to taking care of your window treatment needs, regardless of your style or budget.
It's been about a month since James Browner has taken his new position as city administrator here in Waverly. So far, one of the biggest debates he has had to be a part of was the future of the historic Green Bridge. Monday, that decision was made at the city council meeting. Browner joins me now to tell me more about the decision. So what exactly was discussed and decided?
On Monday night, finally a year of discussion and public input was decided by the council to repair on site the iconic Green Bridge, or the 3rd Street Southeast Bridge. It's approximately 99 years old, and it will be an extensive repair, the entire deck, some concrete addition, and so it was a good conclusion to a very long process.
And will it stay in the same spot as it is now, or?
Yes, it is. They had looked at numerous different places, from 2nd Street, 4th Street, 8th Street. Some of it was financial, the implications to it. A lot of it was the narrowing of the river makes it the shortest span. I think it's why it was originally put there. And so it was a good fit. A study in 2003 said it should have stayed there as well. So the council decided it probably is the best place to leave it instead of trying to invest and redevelop another area to replace the bridge.
Now, there's a lot of citizens that live in this area. How will it affect them while the construction is going on and when the new bridge is completed?
The construction should not affect them too much, any more than in any kind of construction will. There'll be some noise, there'll be some things of that nature. I'm not sure how the demolition will go to get parts of it off before they put a new deck in, things of that nature, but it may be done in place. A lot of that will have to be worked out in the specs when they decide how to actually physically repair that bridge. It's supposed to be for about a 20-year lifespan once it's done, so it's going to take something very extensive. Once it's done, I think it'll really reunite that neighborhood and provide a lot more access than has been the case. But unfortunately, it'll take at least a year to maybe 2 years to get that done. Even the engineering itself takes quite a long time for a structure of that size to be completed.
Now, you said that they're going to repair it. What exactly are they repairing, and how long will that take? Like, you said it'll be a year to take to repair.
Correct.
But why is it being repaired?
The other alternative was to take the bridge down completely and put a new concrete bridge in. The decision was made to preserve that historic part of Waverly, that iconic bridge, some of the city's heritage. That bridge is almost 100 years old. It's called the Green Bridge. Actually, I understand it was silver originally, so maybe it'll be silver when it's done. But the repairs are extensive. They will remove the entire decking, the floor of the bridge, so to speak, a lot of the railing. They'll cut that steel out, put new steel in, and then they will concrete a path over it, which will help protect the steel under it, which doesn't exist today, and maybe keep it from eroding as fast as it had before.
Okay, and when will the construction take place?
It'll take quite a few months to get the engineering design done. It could be late fall, that may be pushing it. It probably will be most likely in the spring, depending on weather, river levels, things like that.
All right, well, that's exciting news for the residents of Waverly. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing how this happens and how the repairs take place.
Absolutely.
Up next, we take a look at Odd Sounds on the Moon. '69 was a big year for space science, but now for a new reason. When the crew of Apollo 10 passed over the dark side of the moon, they lost all contact with mission control. However, the three of them also heard that they described as outer space type music. The astronauts did not report it previously because they were afraid mission control would worry for their mental health. The eerie noise can be heard on the recently released recording. However, this noise is not ET. It is most likely the true radios of the spacecraft interfering with each other. Tonight, the men's basketball team will be going in their first round. They'll be taking on Buena Vista at 7 o'clock. Tune in on Night Vision for that broadcast. Thanks for watching Cedar Valley Today. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can also download our Cedar Valley Today app, available on iTunes and Google Play Store. Have a great day, Cedar Valley.